Today we will be looking into the NFT for beginners. At this point, most people have heard about NFT, and still most people also think NFT has no value and do not believe in the community aspect of the industry. They will be proven wrong in a massive scale, and this video will likely convert you into understanding why. Without any further ado, let's get to it. So, what is the NFT use case? It is a status item. The first use case for an NFT is simply a status item. You can show you are richer than them. Anyone can rent or lease a supercar. Anyone can rent an expensive mansion for the day or weekend. None of this is remotely impressive, as it is only cost a few $1,000s. In the crypto landscape, you simply cannot do this. If you rent an NFT, people know that you rented it due to the blockchain data. It is also almost impossible to fake owning a BIAC or a CryptoPunk like these two, worth 250k, or an art block worth 1 million or so. While there are a lot of people who scam it in a different way by several people split the bill to pay for a CryptoPunk, end result is still the same. They only have one, and the group identity is forced into 10 hands instead of one. Over the long term, people will find out that the punk owner does not actually own the punk, and that this is already happening in the space if you are deeply involved. For the people who claim that they will never own an NFT, I cannot help but laugh at it. There are really two major types right now. The really substantial projects and the scammers dumping on their fan base. The dumpers are celebrities NFT drop of 1 to 10,000 units that quickly go down to zero. If you see an NFT being sold with no community backing it, only a celebrity or so, sell it immediately. Community is where the real value is here. If you were to ask someone, what is the net worth of a CryptoPunk owner? They know it is in the millions. This is powerful in itself, as you can jump into the punk Discord and immediately know if you are not talking to a LARP. This is something great actually. Even if you go to a high-end place, you still see tons of LARPs there. It is not hard to buy a bottle service or some champagne for a day. The real value is finding people who are heavy hitters in their industry, right? If you want to raise money in the future, you know where to be looking at the punk and BIAC owners. This is a way you can target internet-rich individuals and entities. NFT can also be used for other stuff, such as meeting a celebrity in person, having a 1-hour call with someone, and so on. The possibilities are kind of endless here. So there are not been any success here, but it will most likely work out in the future. NFT can also be used to collect royalties, or the concept of streaming money. You send your employees an NFT and you link that to the token issuance. This way you can fill their account with the need for constant manual sending of tokens. NFT are already entering the gaming sphere. The first NFT were really skins in digital games. Back in the day, gold in specific video games ended up having more value than the some currency in the real world. I spoke about the NFT game called Crypto Raiders before. If you are interested in it, you can check out the video out on my channel where I go through more use case of the NFT and how it works in a game. So, conclusion NFT use case here. You should by now already have a few conclusions on your own. If you can flex online, do you reach more people? Yes, you do. The rent a Lambo and mansion simply do not work anymore. There is no reason for a 9-to-5 payment system. It can be streaming money or one-time instant payments. Access becomes more relevant, and this could range from right network to special areas in some built VR video game. So the question is then, of course, how do you get started with an NFT? Assuming that you have at least some interest now and understand that NFT will not go away anytime soon, it is more likely everyone will be forced to own an NFT just like they use the internet. It is time we look at your purchasing options now. You got OpenSea. This is the most common and will likely be displaced long term if they do not compete on pricing. They charge you 2.5% fee, but for now it's the main way to acquire an NFT. Then you also have Rarible, which is similar to OpenSea, and there are pricing differences at time for the same item. Some people do not try to buy on one and hold, sell on the other. You also got Nifty Gateway, that is a semi-popular marketplace in NFT, although more for those who are ramping from fiat and may not have Ether in a hot wallet ready to go. Also, make sure you verify that the NFT is the actual NFT that you want to buy. Scammers attempt to sell fake version of the art blocks and other high-valued NFTs. You can check the item to make sure it is verified on OpenSea. Then you have the valuation concept today. At this point, you are in an inning one. This means that the NFT will fluctuate at a significantly higher rates relative to the underlying asset. If an NFT project is collapsing, you will not see it since the liquidity rise up. On the other hand, if a project is doing well, you will see hundreds of alerts over and over again. The key to NFT success is essentially the community and the marketing. If the plan is to invest in a project and let run the project is going to be worth nothing. Since you are in the early stage of NFT adoption, the winner is going to be the one with the best marketing. So the cultural relevancy is key here. When you get on how important community and marketing is, then you understand the relevance in the remaining part. Punks will likely stand the test of time as the first OG products. The other ones have to carve out a niche in another way. So let's take a conclusion of all this. By now you should know why NFT are here to stay, why it is worth taking your time to invest into it. Do you want to know more about NFT, interested in the NFT looking into? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you also subscribe to stay up for a better future, basically, because it will stay, as I've mentioned several times, and crypto is the future. And finally, you are all warned.